I've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is a very exciting collaboration video, which is why I am posting on a Monday. I never ever post on Mondays. As you guys know, my regular days are Mondays and Fridays at 4 PM BST. I have now been doing weekly packing videos on Saturdays, and my partner channel, Geeking Out with MellyMel, and I are doing a weekly live on a Sunday. So I never ever post on Mondays, but this is for a very exciting reason. I am taking part in part 4 of the Gadgets and Gizmos Aplenty collaboration set up by Mary and Tony at the SisketEars, so I'm going to leave their link in the description. Go and check them out, and I'm also going to leave links to everybody else taking part in this collaboration. So for this collaboration, you don't have to show anything Disney. It can just be any collection that you want. So in the future I may use this opportunity to show you non-Disney items, but as you guys know, as I've just mentioned, I am packing to move, so a lot of my collection pieces are packed away now, which does make it more difficult to film one of these videos. But I figured it is July. In the UK, a lot of students graduate university in July. I actually didn't. I kept July free because I thought graduation would be in July. But then I found out it was in November, and I was in Florida at the time because I had no idea that an English graduation ceremony would be in November. So I actually missed my graduation by only one day because we were in Florida, and I don't regret that because to me graduations shouldn't be that late. I now work in a university and they are July and January, but obviously graduations can't really go ahead at the moment because of the pandemic. But I thought I would use this Gadgets and Gizmos video to show you my graduation collection of gifts I received when I graduated back in 2015. So these are off my parents and my granddad, so thank you to the three of you for these gifts. They were all procured on eBay because obviously graduation isn't as big of a deal over here as it is in America, because in America you also have high school graduation, which we don't have. Secondary schools in the UK have only just started doing proms, so graduations don't really happen here, and we don't actually get our results of our secondary school or sixth form exam results until we've actually left, so it wouldn't make much sense to go back a few months after that for a graduation. But I graduated from the University of Worcester in 2015. I did a video a couple of months ago where I talked about my dissertation, which I did on Pixar's Up, so if you haven't watched that video I will leave a card up above to that. I came out with a second class degree and I was very mad at myself because I was one module off getting a first, so maybe if I'd worked a little bit harder on my dissertation I would have had a first, but it's okay. So the first two I'm going to show you are Disney traditions, and one of them you have already seen in the thumbnail. So the first one is Minnie. This piece is called Congrats a Grad, and it's obviously a Jim Shaw Disney tradition, which I have quite a big collection of. I really love her dress with the typical Jim Shaw pattern on it. It's also on the back, and then she's got checkerboard ears, and it's quite delicate, but luckily not as delicate as some of my other things. Like for example, this doesn't move, so it should be safe when I put it back in the box. This one was from my parents. Like I said, I got it on eBay because these sorts of traditions aren't sold in our country very widely, so it was just so much easier to get it on eBay. I can't remember how much it was because it was 5 years ago, but you will notice it's not dated, so hopefully they still sell it, and if you have a graduation gift to give somebody, I would highly recommend one of these traditions. And then the second one was from my granddad to go with that Minnie, and it's Mickey. This one stands out a lot more to me because there is more detail and it's a slightly bigger piece. This one is called You Did It, which funnily enough is one of the things that was wrote on my graduation card from my granddad, I think. I absolutely love these pieces, and like I just said, they aren't dated, so it's so easy to buy someone who's graduating this gift, whereas what I'm going to show you in a moment is dated, so they are very specific to me and the year I graduated. So these are the last two traditions I need to pack. I think I'm going to pack them in the box of things that are going on my desk. So if you haven't seen me pack the rest of my traditions, I will leave a card up above to last Saturday's video. But thank you to my granddad for this piece. And then on to the things I procured on eBay because they were specific to my year of graduation. So in the Disney parks, they always bring out a range of graduation gifts. Nowadays, it's usually a Stitch plush and a set of ears and the graduation cap with ears on as well. So I had a Disney trip that year, but like I said, it was in the November and I didn't think they would still have this graduation merchandise out, as it usually comes out in the summer. So I didn't want to risk it, and if I remember correctly, I didn't see any of the graduation merch. The last time I saw graduation merch was when we went in September of 2019. They still had a little bit left. So the first one is this Mickey plush. So if I just move him in closer, you can see it actually says 2015 on his gown, and then it says 2015 on his scroll, and it says 2015 on his hat. So I am not going to be forgetting anytime soon what year I graduated university. This has gone a little bit discoloured and I'm not sure why, but it actually moves, which I really love. And this was from my parents, again off eBay. I just absolutely love that it's specific to the year. Obviously some people would prefer that it's just a standard graduation plush because then they're easier to get hold of and you can buy old ones on eBay, but because I managed to get this the year it came out, I'm not going to part with it because it's just so special to me. So I've got Mickey. I'm guessing you can guess what the other piece in this collection is. Yep, it's Minnie. So the same goes for Minnie. Her scroll says 2015. Her gown says 2015 and her hat says 2015, and this moves again, although this one looks a little bit worse for wear. Minnie is actually my favourite because she's actually got the same design on her shoes as well, and I think if I had to choose I would say I prefer Minnie over Mickey, I think. It really depends because my room has more Mickeys, you can see one over there, but my car has more Minnies, and if you haven't seen my car I'm going to leave a card for that as well because my car's pretty crazy. But that is my graduation collection. There are quite a lot of gifts considering it was one graduation, but these are the kind of items that if you don't buy them there and then you will never be able to get them, so they were like impulse gifts from my family and they mean so much to me. If you follow me on Instagram, Lizzie Disney, you will have seen where they are in my current room. They have their own shelf, and I hope the same can happen when we are in the new house because I love having them on display to just remind me of my greatest achievement, because it was a struggle at times to finish university, so I still can't believe that I did it. So that is my graduation collection. Like I said, in the future I will probably show you non-Disney items just so that I can show you more eccentric collections, shall we say. So thank you to Mary and Tony at SisketEars for including me in part 4. This is a collaboration that goes up on the 13th of every month, so if you haven't seen the previous videos from everybody then go back and search for them on their channels. Everyone's links will be down in the description for you to go and check out, and I will be joining you in checking those out as well. Thank you so much for watching as always guys. I will be back tomorrow as normal with another video. It's going to be my Minnie Mouse the main attraction haul for June, so make sure you come back for that as it is Peter Pan's flight. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it and I will see you then. Bye guys!